Your legs, your second heart. Why are you ignoring their cry for help? For ages 55 plus. Have you ever noticed how easily we ignore the first warning signs our body sends us? Especially when it comes to our legs. We often see them as just support, but in reality, they are a second heart, beating in rhythm with your life. And when that heart starts to falter, it's not just discomfort, it's a cry for help that could cost you a fulfilling old age. Today, I'm going to reveal a truth you won't want to hear, but desperately need to know. Because this is about whether you'll be able to get out of bed pain-free tomorrow, or if you'll be confined to a couch for the rest of your days. Don't you dare tune out if you truly care about your future. This video is your last chance to find out what exactly you're ignoring and how to stop it before it's too late. Episode 1. The amazing human body and your second heart. Have you ever thought about how amazing our body is? Let's talk about your semilunar venous valves. These are small but super important structures in your veins. They act like smart guards. They stop blood from flowing backward. They help blood move up towards your heart. That's why many heart doctors call our legs our second heart. The health of your legs directly affects your whole circulatory system. Episode 2. The silent threat, sedentary lifestyle and warning signs. But here's a problem. Modern inactive lifestyles are a real threat. Imagine this. Almost 2/3 of your blood, about 3 liters out of 5, is in your lower legs. If blood gets stuck there, it can cause big problems. The scariest part? We often ignore the first warning signs. If our heart hurts, we rush to the doctor. But with our legs, many think, "Oh, I'm just tired, it'll pass." This is completely wrong. Today, I want to tell you what to look out for. Don't miss these signs to keep your legs healthy. Watch this video until the end. I found very important info to improve your health. Episode 3. Early warning signals from your legs. Do you stand a lot? Or do you sit for long periods? Your muscles and blood vessels are under huge stress. If you start to feel something wrong with your legs, like heaviness, tingling, or strange sensations, it could be a sign of poor circulation. You should never ignore these symptoms. Vascular spasms, swelling, and cramps are not just uncomfortable. They are your body crying for help. Cramps are a big warning sign, especially when they happen even at rest. They can be painful and sudden. It feels like an invisible hand is squeezing your muscles. Why does this happen? Often, it's due to poor blood flow. Or you might lack important minerals like magnesium. Cramps also love to strike at night. That's when circulation slows down. Or after sitting for a long time, especially if you get up fast. Cramps are more than just annoying. They can signal serious issues like venous insufficiency. This is when your semilunar valves don't work right. Blood pools in your legs instead of returning to your heart. Episode 4. Swelling. Is it just tiredness or something more? Then there's swelling, edema. If your legs swell often, it could mean problems with your heart, blood vessels, or even your lymphatic system. Do your legs feel heavy by the end of the day? Does your skin feel tight? My friends, this might not just be tiredness. It's your body telling you that your mineral balance is off. When you lack magnesium, potassium, calcium, or other vital nutrients, your legs literally scream for help. They send signals through pain, swelling, and that uncomfortable bursting feeling. By the way, friends, I'd love to know where you're watching from. Please type your country in the comments. Let's share helpful info with each other. I wish you all the best. Episode 5. What to do when your legs swell often. If you notice your legs swelling more often than usual, it's time to think about your health. First, you should check your blood protein levels. Protein helps keep fluid in your blood vessels. It stops it from leaking into your tissues. Also, get an electrocardiogram, EKG. Swelling can be an early sign of heart problems. And, of course, don't forget about your veins. Varicose veins are tricky because they develop slowly. If left untreated, the results can be very unpleasant. Episode 6. Daily prevention and care for your legs. But do you know what's most important? Prevention. Start small. Choose comfy shoes that don't squeeze your feet. Believe me, even the fanciest shoes aren't worth the pain and swelling later. Soft sneakers with good cushioning are best. Your feet will feel good even after a long day. Now, let's talk about food. Sadly, modern diets are full of refined foods. They don't help you. They also wash out precious minerals from your body. Try to eat more fresh vegetables and fruits. They are packed with vitamins and minerals. It's especially important to get enough protein. Chicken breast, fish, cottage cheese, beans, all these help keep your blood protein levels healthy. This means your body maintains good fluid balance. But even the best diet won't help if you sit or stand all day. Take a break every hour and a half. Walk at least 500 steps. You don't have to go far. Climb some stairs, walk around your office, or just stand and stretch. In the evening, when you get home, give your legs just 5 minutes of care. Lie on your back and lift your legs up against a wall. This simple pose works wonders. Blood flows freely from your legs, heaviness goes away, and you'll feel tension melt away. If you want to give your legs a real treat, try a percussion massager. This amazing device uses low-frequency vibrations, around 16 Hz. This is perfect for deep muscle relaxation. It feels like it's breaking up all the knots and tension from the day. Different modes let you pick the exact massage your legs need right now. If you've watched this far, you're serious about changing your life. Type, "I want abundance and harmony," in the comments. Let it be your intention. And hit that like button to attract good luck right now. Episode 7, Unlocking Relaxation, the Power of Vibration Massage. There's more, my dear friends. Have you noticed how magically your body feels when you work on trigger points with vibrations? It's not just a nice feeling. It's a real key to deep relaxation and healing. Vibrations have an amazing ability to reach deep into tense muscles. They gently loosen them and release built-up tension. Try it right now. Place the massager on a problem area. Feel how the pain literally melts away. Your body will feel lighter. This isn't magic, it's science. You'll feel the effect right away. Episode 8, Cold Feet, Your Body's Cry for Help. Now, let's talk about another important sign many of us ignore: cold feet. Do you know that uncomfortable feeling? When your feet stay icy cold, even in a warm room, it's not just discomfort. It's your body crying for help. This often happens after long sitting, when blood flow slows, or during sudden blood vessel spasms. This problem is worse in cold weather. Just get a little chilly or stand on a cold floor, and your feet feel like ice. But it's worse when cold feet become your constant companion, even in summer. In this case, be alert. It might be neurocirculatory dystonia or other blood vessel problems. These often hide as simple tiredness. These conditions can be linked to high virus levels in the body. If you notice these symptoms, get a checkup. This includes tests for RSA and cytomegalovirus titers. If cold feet happen only sometimes, it's usually not critical. Simple but effective actions can help. Stand up and stretch. Climb stairs, maybe to the 3rd or 5th floor. Do a few squats. These simple moves will make blood flow faster. In just a few minutes, you'll feel warmth slowly return to your feet. Pay special attention to your shoes. In cold weather, they should be warm, not just pretty. Good quality, warm boots are a must, especially if you have high blood pressure. Cold feet can cause sudden spikes in blood pressure. This is very dangerous for people with heart and blood vessel problems. Episode 9, Understanding and Managing Sweaty Feet. Now, let's move to another delicate but important topic: sweaty feet. It's normal for our feet to sweat. This is natural, especially during physical activity or in a warm room. But if sweating becomes too much and bothers you, it's time to think about why. Often, the problem comes from either blood vessel issues or increased anxiety. Yes, stress and emotional tension can make your hands and feet sweat, even for no clear reason. So, what should you do? First, review your diet. Avoid very hot drinks and spicy foods. They increase sweating. Second, try to avoid stressful situations and toxic environments. Your nervous system will thank you. And, of course, choose shoes and socks made from natural materials. Leather, cotton, and other breathable fabrics will keep your feet dry and comfortable all day long. Episode 10, Numbness and Tingling, when nerves send signals. My dear friends, let's talk about warning signs our body sends when something is wrong. Have you ever felt a strange numbness in your legs? Like they suddenly stopped obeying you? Or that unpleasant feeling, like thousands of tiny ants crawling under your skin? These sensations, called paresthesias in medicine, are your nervous system's urgent call for help. Imagine your nerves as thin electrical wires. They send signals from your brain to every part of your body. When a nerve gets pinched, like someone stepping on a wire, the signal gets messed up. That's when you feel those pins and needles or numbness. The sciatic nerve, the longest nerve in our body, often gets affected. It runs from your lower back down your entire leg. If it gets squeezed anywhere along its path, you'll immediately feel that tingling in the back of your thigh. And here's a tricky part. Sometimes the problem isn't where you feel discomfort. For example, numbness in your foot, especially starting from the heel and going to your pinky toe, can point to issues in your pelvis. That's where bones, muscles, and nerves are tightly woven together. Problems often start there and show up in unexpected places. But don't panic. There are simple and effective ways to help yourself. Imagine your pelvis as the foundation of your whole body. If the foundation is off, the whole building suffers. That's why it's so important to care for this area. Massage is a great solution. You can ask a loved one to gently massage your glutes and thighs. Or use modern helpers like a percussion massager. Its vibrations go deep into tissues. They gently release pinched nerves and bring lightness back to your body. If tingling and numbness appear more often in your feet, don't ignore it. In the evening, after a long day, try a real spa day for your feet. A warm foot bath with sea salt, a gentle self-massage with coconut oil, then a few minutes with a percussion massager. You'll feel the discomfort slowly fade away. A pleasant warmth and relaxation will take its place. But remember, friends, if these symptoms appear regularly, it's a serious reason to see a specialist. A neurologist or cardiologist can help find the real cause and choose the right treatment. What seems like a minor inconvenience today could become a major problem tomorrow. The importance of early diagnosis and listening to your body. The main thing people over 60 realize is this: you can't just blame every body change on age. As Viktor Ivanovich says, old age isn't a diagnosis, it's a reason to pay closer attention to yourself. And it's true. Many serious diseases can be stopped or significantly slowed down if you catch their very first signs. To do that, you just need to learn to listen to your body and not be afraid to see a doctor more often. Because, as practice shows, it's better to get checked 10 times and find nothing than to miss the start of a serious illness once. Additional signals that need your attention. Changes in coordination. Pay special attention to sudden changes in coordination. If an older person, who is always agile, suddenly starts dropping things, spilling tea, or tripping on flat ground, it could be an early sign of neurological issues. Unexplained coldness in limbs. Another worrying symptom is an unexplained feeling of coldness in your extremities, especially if your hands and feet are icy even in a warm room. This can point to problems with peripheral blood vessels or anemia. Changes in taste perception. A sudden change in taste perception deserves special attention. If familiar foods suddenly start tasting bitter or metallic, this can signal neurological problems or a zinc deficiency. Handwriting changes. A very telling sign is a change in handwriting, especially if letters become uneven and the line drifts up or down. This could be an early symptom of Parkinson's disease or other neurological conditions. Changes in facial expressions. You can't ignore sudden changes in facial expressions either. If a face becomes less expressive or a smile is asymmetrical, this could be a sign of neurological problems or a mini-stroke, TIA. Misplacing items and cognitive issues. A very worrying symptom is when older adults start constantly losing glasses, keys, or other common items in unexpected places, like the refrigerator or washing machine. This can indicate cognitive impairment. Posture changes. Notice sudden changes in posture. If someone who always stood up straight suddenly starts hunching over or leaning forward while walking, this could be an early symptom of Parkinson's disease or osteoporosis. Unexplained weight fluctuations. Another concerning symptom is unexplained weight changes, especially if they happen without any changes to your diet. Worsening sense of smell. A sudden worsening of your sense of smell, especially if it's not related to a cold, deserves special attention. If an older person stops being able to smell familiar scents like coffee, favorite perfumes, or even gas, this could be an early sign of neurodegenerative diseases. Skin color changes. A very telling sign is a change in skin color, especially if it takes on a yellowish or grayish hue. This can signal problems with your liver and kidneys. Changes in urination patterns. You also shouldn't ignore sudden changes in urination patterns, especially if there are nighttime urges or, conversely, you rarely need to use the restroom. This can be a sign of an enlarged prostate in men or organ prolapse in women. Voice changes. It's very important to pay attention to sudden changes in your voice. If an older person's voice becomes hoarse or weak without an obvious reason, this can signal problems with the thyroid gland or nervous system. Floaters or flashes in your eyes. Another alarming symptom is the appearance of floaters or flashes in front of your eyes. Many seniors dismiss this as age-related vision changes, but such symptoms can point to serious problems with your retina. Unexplained jaw pain. Unexplained jaw pain, especially when chewing or talking, deserves special attention. This can be a sign of heart problems or trigeminal nerve inflammation. Gait changes. A very telling sign is a change in how you walk, especially if you start shuffling your feet or your stride length noticeably shortens. This could be an early symptom of Parkinson's disease or vascular problems. Changes in temperature perception. You also shouldn't ignore sudden changes in how you perceive temperature when you stop adequately feeling heat and cold. This can indicate diabetic neuropathy or circulation issues. The main takeaway for people over 60. You need to pay special attention to your health. In youth, we often ignore our body's signals, but in maturity, every such signal is like a telegram from yourself. Read urgently. Many serious diseases can be stopped in time or significantly slowed down if you don't miss their first, barely noticeable signs. So, the wisest thing an older person can do is not to blame changes on age, but to consult doctors in a timely manner. Because, as experience shows, it's better to get checked one more time than to regret lost time later. So, we've walked through the signals your body sends you every single day. From cold feet to unexplained numbness, every symptom you ignore is like a nail hammered into the foundation of your health. Remember Viktor Ivanovich's words, "Old age isn't a diagnosis, it's a reason to pay closer attention to yourself." But this isn't just about paying attention, it's about acting. Are you willing to risk your ability to walk, to enjoy life, to be independent, just because you were too lazy to heed simple warnings? Are you ready to wake up one morning and realize that time has irreversibly slipped away? Change begins now. Not next week, not tomorrow, right now. Choose health over short-term comfort. Listen to your body. It doesn't lie. And if it's screaming for help, do not ignore that scream. This is your life, your future. Make the choice while you still have one. And don't forget to like this video if this information truly woke you up, and share it to save those who are still asleep.